Hey, how's it going? Ryan here, SethBaseTriathlon.com, and coming to you in this video, we're going to go through an athlete's workout in TriDot because the question comes up of, well, how do you do these workouts? So in the background, you see we've got some 30-90, some thresholds, kind of an introductory type of workout. Just wanted to step through the process. Maybe you've never done TriDot before or don't understand structured workouts or anything like that. So a few things that'll make this process a little bit smoother for you. So first, you got the workout, but before you even jump in the workout, you want to go to your preferences. So you can see that I pulled up that in the background here. And the key is you're going to want to go down. So if you want to integrate it with Garmin, you want your push to Garmin, click on in green and ready. Export bike session default. So the export.fit files, you need to make sure that you're exporting the right file type, whatever program you're using, Zwift, Ruby, Trainer Road, Garmin, your actual device. So whatever you're using to control a smart trainer, if you have one, that's the power and the file type that you need. But the other key thing is that you need to make sure that you're exporting. So if you don't have power meters, you need to make sure you're exporting this as a heart rate based workout. So you could hit the edit button, change it to heart rate, and then it will push it as heart rate based, which if you're new into triathlons, this is probably where you're working from. So just make sure you've got the right workout type and you're pushing in the Garmin. Make sure you're pushing the right file type. Otherwise, you're going to get in your watch. If you're not doing power, it's going to tell you watts and stuff, and you're not really, you're like, what in the world is this information? So make sure that you have either power or heart rate, and if you're doing power, you have the right file type set up. And then some other information, and specifically, I'm just talking about bikes for right now. So, but the runs, same kind of deal. You know, we push the Garmin. They do it by power. You can do it by heart rate, whatever you're going to use. Make sure that you've got your settings set up, because if you don't, then you're going to get a workout file pushed to your Garmin. That Garmin's going to tell you stuff that you don't quite understand and know how to do. So that's going to be the key for that. So then, as long as you have that set up, you go back to your training, go back to your workout, and you got your bike ride here. So just looking at this, if you're doing it outdoors, indoors, outdoor, like if you're going to just go out this and ride this outdoor, this just gives you quick little information. 6 times 30 seconds, 90 seconds at Z1, at Z6. So 6 times 30 seconds balance time at Z2. So this is going to be set up so if you go outside, you got 6 30-second bursts at zone 6. So you're out there, you're killing it for 30 seconds, 6 times. And in between each one of those, you wait 90 seconds and you do a recovery and you just ride Z2. But if you're doing indoor, it's a little bit more intense because if you got your smart trainer being controlled by a Garmin device or by Ruby or by Zwift, whatever program you're using, it's going to be very specific. So the warm up here is this 10 minutes at Z2 with 2 by 30 seconds. Spin ups and 3 by 1 minutes at Z4. So that is describing your kind of your warm up session here. So you got 10 minutes. That's what this blue part is. It's zone 2. So that could mean power or it can mean heart rate. So it just means it's kind of laid back. It's easy. You're getting warmed up. It's not super easy, but you're just getting kind of warmed up for 10 minutes, doing nothing really crazy. And then you have 2 times 30 seconds spin ups and 3 times 1 minute at Z4. So it doesn't show the spin ups in here necessarily. So a spin up is just where you start pedaling really fast and you just get the heart rate up and you get the cadence up. And just for, so 2 by 30 seconds. So there's 30 seconds, you're doing a spin up, and then 1 minute, you're doing a really relaxed recovery. And then they got you 3. So basically, at the end of your 10 minutes, then you're going to do, and it doesn't look like it's built into the file here. So sometimes you have to be careful with this. So you're doing your Z2, and then you could just do a quick spin up 2 times 30 seconds. So for 30 seconds, you're just counting. You spin up, another 30 seconds off, another 30 seconds spinning really fast. And that's right at the end of your 10 minutes. Because if you're doing a structured workout, it may not, because it doesn't look like it's showing up on here, it may not run it through. But you could do that on your own if you need to. And then it does have the 3x1 minutes at zone 4. So for 1 minute, you're going to be in a zone 4, and then you recover for 1 minute, and it's going to send you back to Z2, zone 2. So just be mindful of that you're going to warm up for 10 minutes, do quick little spin ups there towards the end, and you're going to have 3 sets of where you're just biking really hard for 1 minute, and you get 1 minute off. And then you get a minute to kind of recover, and then it throws you into the main set, and that's the 6x30 seconds at zone 6. So zone 6 is you're absolutely killing it. You're going on there and you're just pedaling as hard as you can for 30 seconds. And for 90 seconds, you get a break. So you do that 6 times. And then the rest of the ride is just a ride in zone 2. So a total plan of an hour. Your warm-up is 10 minutes. And then these little 3x1s with 1 minute recovery. And then your main set, 6x30. And then you get 90 seconds of rest in between, and then you have balance the time at zone 2. So that balance of time, whatever, see if that works out too. See if you do it by heart rate. So you've got a total of 7.5 minutes in zone 1, 49 minutes and 30 seconds of the total workout in zone 2, and 3 minutes in this zone 6 maximal effort area. And that's how it's scoring. So when we do this workout, this will give you your session points and all the scores and all this kind of good stuff. So that is, if you want to make that workout happen, that's great. And that's what you have to follow. So then notice I expanded the session guidance. So MAN workout explainers 3090. So again, if my explanation doesn't help you out as much, you can play this video that's embedded in the actual workout on TriDot. You can get access to this. I believe it is in the app as well. You might have to go to your computer. But make sure you watch this. Make sure you read through the little description here. So that really help you out. So the other key is you look down here and you can see the targets that it plans for this workout. Your power, your heart rate. Your power is based on your latest FTP you put in there. Your heart rate's based on your threshold threshold heart rate that you put in from any kind of fitness test you've done. So as you go through and do more fitness tests, this will change. Your zones will change, hopefully for the better. It should be, the power should be going up, the heart rate should be going slightly down because you should be getting more fit, should be able to do more power at a lower heart rate. And below here, if you're a one-on-one coach athlete, there'll be notes and stuff that you can put in here for your coach and that type of thing. So that is kind of it in a nutshell for doing this workout. Like I said, the key is going to be to make sure that you've got this set up so it's exporting in power or heart rate. You're exporting to your Garmin device. If you have auto export, it's going to export them during the day. So if you hit your watch, you do indoor bike ride, it's going to say, do you want to do your planned workout? And that's where you hit yes, and it'll run you through the workout. If it controls your trainer, it will run your trainer through this workout. If it doesn't control your trainer, it's going to just beep at you and tell you what you should be doing. So if you've got like a fluid trainer or a non-smart trainer, you can still do it. You do it by heart rate. You can go in there and you just run it by heart rate, export it. So if you got in here and you say, oh man, I had my settings all mixed up, so I need to go back to my preferences. And I go back down here and I want to change my export files to export by heart rate and what type of file. You can go back to your workout. So if we go to today's little threshold here, or actually we are talking about a different one. So if you go to your workout and you say, okay, I want to do it at heart rate, you went back and changed it, you can actually hit the little dot buttons over here. Hopefully those showed up for you. Hit the little dot buttons, and then you go down here and you go download or push to Garmin. So you could actually make it go. Or if you did the workout and didn't sync right, you can upload your data file. You can do different things with this depending on what level you got with TriDot. But you can choose to push it to your Garmin device. So you can say, I redid it. I need this workout by heart rate. Push it to Garmin, and then it should be on your watch. You have to make sure everything syncs and it comes across. Or you can download the workout and manually put it into a program like Zwift, like Ruvi, Trainer Road, or something like that. So this is nice in fact that if it pushed the wrong type of workout, it's done by power and you want a heart rate, you can go back and change it and redo it and re-push it out. So I know it's a lot, especially for anybody that's not really been in structured workouts before, It just takes getting and pushing it out to a Garmin device and running through it and trying to meet the objectives of the workout, and then have it sync and see if you're able to get that. And like I said, if if it is by power and you're confused by that, and change your settings and you can't get it to export the right file type, you could still go in here and say, well, I'm just going to do by heart rate. So the warm up I'm going to do by heart rate, and the main set I'm just going to go as hard as you can for 30 seconds, and you get 90 seconds off, and then balance time to Z2, and just ride it easy. So you can go in there and do it by feel. There's nothing that says you have to do it by a structured program that runs your trainer or goes to your Garmin watch. You could print this off if you want to. You could write down what you're doing and just have a piece of paper that says, okay, for 10 minutes, zone 2. Now I'm going to just do 2 by 30 seconds of spin ups. And I'm going to do 3 by 1 minute. So 1 minute is zone 4, and then 1 minute recovery. Now I'm going to just kind of spin for a little bit, get recovered. Now I'm going to jump in and do 6 by 30 seconds. 30 seconds zone 6, 90 seconds Z1, balance time Z2. So you really don't have to export this stuff. You don't have to put it in your Garmin. You don't have to run it with all the technology if that is not your bag at the moment. It really is beneficial. But if you can't do it, you can always come back and paper and pencil and write it down and go do it, and then record it with your Garmin, and then upload it, and then come back here and see what your score is and see how you did. So at the end of the day, there's multiple ways to do this. Hopefully this kind of helped you out. Like I said, if my explanation is kind of like, well, you didn't really help me out, or did help me out, you go back in here and you can play this video that TriDot specifically made. So since they made this workout and I'm assigning it to an athlete or something like that, they have better understanding and better knowledge about what the overall purpose and the goal of this workout is. So maybe that would help you out as well to get reinforcement. So with that, I want to wrap up this video. So hopefully that helped you out with the TriDot platform and doing a structured, we talked about a bike ride specifically for this one. I had a few questions from different athletes, just, getting more people into TriDot. How do I run this workout? How do I do this? I don't understand. Hopefully this helped you out. If not, hopefully we can find a way to get you there. So if you got any questions, put them in the comments, YouTube, Facebook, all that kind of good stuff. Watch on YouTube, get a like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next video.